The Young Turks brought to you by Carbonite Online Backup. Cenk Kevorkian is in the news today because he died. He died at the age of 83. He was hospitalized for a short period of time and he passed away this morning. Apparently he had congestive heart failure.
Yeah, he had a lot of things wrong with him.
Well, he was 83. So, of course, Cenk Kevorkian was well known because he was pushing doctor-assisted suicide and euthanasia. And, when the whole Cenk Kevorkian scandal happened and when he was sent to prison, I was extremely young. So all I remember is how the media portrayed him and how they covered his story. And I remember thinking to myself, this is a terrible individual. He's a terrible guy and he should be locked away. And I'm embarrassed that he's an Armenian, right? But then now that I'm older, because Armenians are never in the news unless you're Kim Kardashian or Cenk Kevorkian. So I was like, oh, disaster. But so I thought to myself, this is a terrible guy.
So unless you're making a sex tape or
assisting people in suicide, you're never in the news.
Okay, that's good to know.
So now that I read his obituary and I learn even more about him, I don't think he's that bad of a guy. Like, I'm actually a little upset that he served prison time for what he did. I mean, these people were terminally ill. These people were suffering. They were in pain. And in all of the cases, except for that one case in the end that he got imprisoned for, he assisted them in suicide. It's not like he pulled the trigger.
Cenk and I used to talk a lot about, when we talk about torture, and I suspect Cenk feels differently now, about if there was ever a time where you could, in fact, torture someone. Mm-hmm. And because, Republicans use that nonsense ticking time bomb situation. And we're like, okay, suppose there actually was a ticking time bomb, and you catch the guy and you know he did it. At that point, can you do anything to get the information out of him? Theoretically, in a theoretical world, no. If you're a cop in that situation, probably yes. Would I understand that? Totally. But then Cenk, I thought very wisely, said, okay, fine, you do that. The kid's buried in the snow. The bomb's about to go off, and you torture the guy, right? Then you have to accept the punishment. Then Cenk says, if he's a cop, I turn in my badge. And if I got to go to prison for it, I go to prison for it because I've broken the law. That's a law to break. So Cenk Kevorkian did these things, right? And we think it's the right thing and the law should be changed. But he did break the law. So in a sense, you take your punishment and go to prison. I mean, you can fight it. And he did fight it. And he tried to get the law overturned. He tried to make a case that, but you can't, if you get convicted,
right.
You did it. He did it. The law said you can't do it, and you did it anyway because you thought it was the right thing to do. It's admirable, but I don't know that you can get that upset that he went to prison, although 8 years seems like a really long time.
What I took away from this story more than anything else was the media's portrayal of him when the actual case was happening, and the media's portrayal of him now that he's dead. I mean, he's been vilified, and he's been painted as this terrible man who's obsessed with death and killing people. He wasn't doing it just to kill people. He did it because he genuinely thought that he was taking these people out of their misery. And that's what I've learned today about Cenk Kevorkian. Eventually, you're going to have a computer disaster, your computer is going to crash, and you're going to lose all your files. But with Carbonite Online Backup, you don't have to worry about any of that because it automatically saves your files off-site. You can access all of your backed up files from any computer remotely, or if you want, you can also access your files through an iPhone or BlackBerry with Carbonite's awesome free app. Carbonite costs just $55 a year for unlimited backup for your PC or Mac. Think about it, that's less than $5 a month. Get a free trial at carbonite.com by using the promo code TYT, and you also get 2 months free if you decide to buy.